Hello, gamers, geeks, and chaotic cantrippers. Welcome to another TTRPG session. We're playing a homebrewed campaign called Eetho Breakdown, which we do every Saturday at around about this time. There's the pop-up. Come watch us live on YouTube, which you probably are if you've stumbled across this video. Why would you? Oh yeah, yeah. If you're listening, it's probably because you're watching it on YouTube. But anyway, hello. Come join us. There is a link in the description below to the Games and Geekery Discord server. Today, though, I am cameoing on the Chaotic Cantrip Games Discord server for my good friend North. But anyway, would the players like to introduce us to their characters?
Nope.
No? Let's start with Missouri then.
God damn it. I'm Barnsey. I'm playing Missouri, the white dragonborn druid monk. A drunk, if you will.
Who's next?
Hi, I'm Tree, and I'm playing Merrick Andhall, a human warlock.
Mm-hmm. Who's next?
Can I go next?
Yeah, go for it.
Hello, I am Sean. I play Clank, the Kobold Artificer.
Mm-hmm.
They're a biomancer, right?
Yeah, Biomancer.
Because you got a bit of druid in you too. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have some druid in me.
Which is my little kobold
You
buddy.
got that druid in me.
I make the things and I take the piggybacks.
You're welcome.
I
She's
use
my
the
little
fr-
kobold buddy.
I'm the smart noob. I'm playing Patrick, the rock star, which is a native species to this planet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bard with a level in Hexblade Warlock.
Yeah.
Fantastico.
Who's missing?
Grim.
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 Hello, I am Grim of Clandestwalker. I am a ranger rogue.
And they're very serious. They never do anything silly. Ever.
Never.
Ever.
Right, that's kind of my job. Mayonnaise is my instrument for crying out loud.
I am very serious, but I am very silly as well. Can't you tell by my afflection the voice?
Yeah, totally.
I just cannot express my emotions since I have to.
Just cause shit.
Things just...
Fluff air to make noises.
Yes. Anyway.
And I have been told to save my breath, so I am.
You don't need
Question.
Mm-hmm.
If we stick Grim in a rectangular shape, like, or a mold, and then stick them in the freezer for a few hours, would they become a gelatinous cube?
We could
2
try.
hours, it would die.
I mean, Grim can already do that on their own. They just prefer like a humanoid shape, because that's kind of how their
Turn to
species
cube.
kind of evolves to have like, appendages and also to deal with other species.
Reject human form, return to cube.
But I like my dreadlocks.
All. The gulags.
And I like the ability to hold my plushie in one pseudopod and hold a gun in 2 others.
2 others.
Mm-hmm. Fun. Okay. So, what happened last time we played?
We woke up out of our...
Misery got their ass kicked by a crystal dragon.
Oh yeah, that's later though.
Talk about it.
We woke up to like children with their tongues stuck to the dang ice igloos,
Mhm.
and I tried to teach them how ice works, and the people are so dumb there.
They've just never seen ice
anyway.
before.
Yeah, but they're also like, they thought their water wasn't supposed to be clear, like it was supposed to be brown.
Point.
And then we kind of adopted 3 of them temporarily.
Temporarily, we just stole 3 of them from their family under the guise of they're gonna be trained or whatever. It's like under the dragon.
Yes.
And the one dragonborn took us to the dragon finally to talk to him finally.
Do you remember her name?
And then that's where Missouri got beat up by the dragon because he like, what'd you do?
Because he wanted a hug.
Oh yeah, he wanted the hug even though it was the dragon's like property or whatever.
Mhm.
And
They
they kind of dueled it out.
Yep.
Missouri really wanted to die in the duel.
Yeah, the dragon
I was
said basically, you can have my hoard when you take it from my cold dead claws.
willing to die for that little thing, so, you know, fuck that dragon. Asshole.
There's already enough Dragonborn running around. We don't need you to go doing that.
Whoa. Whoa.
I'm trying to get with the other Dragonborn, remember?
Oh yeah!
Who considers you blatantly disrespectful and incompatible.
Well, I'm not gonna hide who I am. You love me or you don't. She'll warm up. She'll warm up.
All right. Any other details that need to be mentioned?
Besides me, not really.
We
got told to go
like,
exterminate some
tasked-
gibbering Malbers.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were tasked with like keeping like gibbering mouthers from like spreading or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Be like a task force.
because there's a plague of this strange creature that's spreading through the...
Spreading adventures around.
I mean, who doesn't like an adventure, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Let's go on an adventure.
I do.
Stop putting yourself
Let's
on
go on
the
an adventure!
Let's go on an adventure.
Oh my gosh.
Adventure?
Yes, adventure.
So anyway...
No.
And then scorpions appeared. Wild scorpions.
Yeah, it was utter nonsense.
I remember fearing them all. And 3 of you ran.
So yes.
Not me.
What? Not you? You're the one running.
I didn't
Someone
run.
hid behind a corpse, I think.
You hid.
Mm-hmm.
Shh.
But anyway, you did enough damage to the scorpions that the
They're like, this isn't worth it.
remaining scorpions decided that, yeah, this is...
You're welcome.
We're expending too much energy for the energy that we're going to get from eating these things. Let's fuck off.
In other words, fuck this.
Just go
shit
after the
out.
hugs in the dumb town.
So,
So,
yeah.
so
Go on.
in other words, the scorpions went, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Indeed.
Yep.
Yes.
Went to find an easier meal. Which
This food fights back. Maybe we shouldn't try eating it.
This food successfully fights back.
Mhm.
Yeah, just look at our buddy over there. He's dead.
Dead.
You can now make some food out of their flesh.
No.
Mhm.
I was thinking about some armor from their fucking exoskeleton.
I mean, you can do both.
Mhm.
Yeah, break the exoskeleton open like a freaking crab or something. Get some crab legs.
Crab legs. Seafood.
Clank. Clank is currently nomming on a scorpion.
No, wait, what part?
Oh,
The leg
Put that down. You don't know where it's been.
noms more.
I think even Clank would know. I think especially Clank would know that you should cook it first.
Okay, I put my blowtorch under it. Start licking my lips.
We need a big pot.
You're gonna start searing it, roast it at least, But
Right.
I'm going to hit it with my frying pan to make sure it's dead.
tenderize
Poke it a bit. Yeah, I think it's dead.
it.
You're a tenderizer.
So, where you do see the shell has cracked, you notice that the flesh is kind of, well, in its uncooked state, it's kind of the consistency of snot.
Yeah.
Just like freaking any seafood ever.
Mhm.
Disgusting.
Wait, it's good when it's cooked.
Yeah.
No. I've never been a fan of seafood, so.
Mm.
Each their own.
I like sea bugs. They're yummy.
Sea bugs.
I just don't like that, like,
Wait.
especially with oysters or freaking clams or something. They're literally, the nature's filtered. They're all that nasty shit's going through them, and fucking, no, dude. Good.
They're just mollusks. It's no different from eating snails.
What the fuck eats snail?
I knew you would give that reaction. Yes.
I guess you don't like clams or oysters?
Yes.
Nope. Especially oysters. I've cracked enough fucking oysters, shucked enough oysters to never want to even touch one again.
Well, you don't like shellfish. Do you like fish?
Not really. Unless it's like deep fried with my own seasonings.
It's not really the fish then, is it? It's the seasonings.
I can't eat shellfish.
Oh my gosh!
Bugs.
Why not? Is your beak
What,
not
me?
sharp enough? Mm-hmm.
I'm allergic.
That sucks.
I do not fancy throwing up.
So you can eat it, but it has dire consequences.
Eat it once.
Hey Patrick, may I help you cook the giant scorpions?
Wait, we have to cook them?
Yes. Or at least
It's
some of us
all
do.
conversational talk.
I've been told they have more flavor. And is
Yeah, I will
less
not eat that thing if it's not cooked. I will literally die.
Patrick may not know what cooking is.
But he holds a frying pan.
Yeah, I don't think that's something that he...
Makes sense. Nope, it makes sense completely.
I think he acquired that from the wreckage. Or...
I acquired it? It's mine?
Yes.
That's about it. I use it to cook things.
Or maybe it just looks like a frying pan, but it's not.
Plot twist.
And
High
it
tech
never
ancient
was.
weapon.
Plot twist, it's been a mimic.
Slowly eating him, but he just regenerates the whole time.
I mean, in theory, a symbiotic relationship with a mimic would be pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Indeed.
I've heard you can either boil it, grill it, or submerge it. Oh, I already said boiling, never mind. What's the third one?
Fry. Broil.
Turn it into sashimi.
That one
Sashimi
not
is raw. Sashimi is raw.
It's fish.
Anyway, So you begin cooking up this scorpion in the middle of the desert. Do you harvest anything else from the corpse, or at least
The exoskeleton.
Uh-huh.
What about the poison glands?
There we go.
Nice.
All right.
It's called a venom sac.
Yes. So you're going to yank
God.
its sack out?
Oh, you bet.
Bruh.
Would you like to roll
Give me that.
survival or medicine for that? What did Grim roll?
Survival.
Uh-huh. Yes. So,
Wait, is the kobold cooking their own leg or the scorpion leg?
Scorpions.
Scorpion leg. Oh, I've actually had an idea. You know how scorpion legs are pointy?
Yeah.
If I keep the bottom bit, it could double as something I can put potions or water or something in.
you want to keep the bottom... You want to keep the foot of a scorpion as a drinking vessel.
Yeah, or a
Maybe a little
potion
Viking
vessel.
horn.
Might cut
like
it
a little
down
Viking
to
horn.
size a little bit.
Okay.
Use it like a little Viking horn, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Like cut it down to size and use them as drinking vessels or potion vessels.
Mhm.
It's going to be very small because you're very small.
I use
Instead of water skeins, we have the Viking horn cups.
Yes.
Galahorn?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
You're a horn.
Yeah. Woo. Anyway,
I got a 17 on my survival,
yes.
so you know.
I also saw that
Okay.
Grim already got a 22. She beat you.
Grim is already like dissecting
I
it.
will give it to him since they're using the more melee and stuff, where I'm just shooting stuff with lasers currently.
Why don't I just start a fire?
Do what you want.
But it's fine.
Who's got fire starting abilities?
I have produced flame and prestidigitation.
There we go.
I believe control flame, not produce.
I have produce.
Clank also can produce. So
I had produce.
now you could just hold this flame in your hand and pass the food through the flame until it's cooked.
Yeah.
Too much.
Or you could try and find some kindling.
Mm-hmm.
In the desert.
In the desert! Woohoo! Familiar! Go find some branches!
Would kindling can be considered like a plant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can use fucking locate plants or animals.
This is true.
You can also find a familiar can also go look in the
Yeah.
air if they want to cooperate.
Just having a quick look at everybody's passive perceptions.
Passive perception?
Yeah, because
Mine's 12.
Missouri and Grim both have a... Well, actually Grim has an 18. Missouri has a
What's that?
16. So yes. You're both
Me,
probably...
I don't...
Go on.
Me, I'm just blind.
So you're look around the desert for plants, and there's, a few. Generally very, harsh, and
We're in the desert, aren't we?
oh yeah, but there's also these things, tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds. I mean, they'll catch. They'll catch.
Go fetch.
No, I'm saying they'll catch fire. So
Oh, right.
Yeah, but you do also have to catch them because
They're tumbling.
you just see me try and chase one around. Come back.
I just hit my mage hand to grab one.
That's smart. Yay! So you grab
Oh,
one with the mage hand.
What are those circly plant thingies?
Well, on Earth, they would be called tumbleweeds. Now we could just call them rolling tumbleweeds whatever we want.
Oh, what was?
And they're just dried bushes.
Yes.
Yeah, basically
And
just
if you want to
dried
be-
kindling.
You want to be technical about it.
Perfect fire starters, really.
Okay,
I'm the fire starter. Just fire
I
starter.
will go and try to catch one.
You're just gonna stretch out a pseudopod. And sniff it.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
It gets all gooey.
Ew. You slathered on it.
I have not.
I mean, depending on how much of an oil-based Grim is, it could make the thing more flammable.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but you don't want to set fire to Grim, though, do you?
I mean,
I
we
am
don't.
not grease.
Hey, Grim, do you ever
I am
use the
not
bathroom?
grease. Go on.
What the hell? Nothing.
Actually, that is the thing to Google. What are mostly plasmoids made out of? Like, are they just giant, amoebas?
Glue. Glue and borax.
Yeah, they're pretty much giant single-celled organisms.
Yeah.
Depending on how acidic they are, we can neutralize them with baking soda.
Do you have baking soda?
Oh, dang, no.
This glue, it's made out of this.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
just sparkly glue. Glue slime.
Indeed.
I am mostly made out of H2O. I'm more
Look, we
delicate.
found a water source in the desert then.
Gatorade.
Please do not drink me.
Yeah, this is being exposed to the sun is a little bit tough. In fact, Grim, you may have diminished a little.
I got sunburn all over me.
Gatorade. H2O.
I need
What is Gatorade?
I have a question.
Go on.
Would the goop from the scorpion help enlarge Grim?
What?
If she,
I love water.
if
Oh,
she-
like eating the goo?
if she absorbs the liquidy flesh, then yeah.
Clank will start piling up the goopy stuff next to Grim. Grim? Extra goop for you?
Extra
No.
goop.
Yes.
Extra goopy.
Ew.
You look like you're getting a bit small. You should eat something.
Should absorb some biomatter.
Yes.
I will eat the biomatter along with probably some rocks.
With some rocks. There's plenty
Does
of
that help
sand.
digest?
There's plenty
Extra
of
little
sand.
crunch.
Crunchy. I just imagine you just engulf the pile
Mhm.
And we
on
just
your whole body.
your
Just-
system.
What is it with slimes and eating inanimate objects? Scrubby used to try and eat China.
China as in porcelain, crockery.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
was it bone china or
I do not know.
Plate.
Plate?
I believe is a leftover part when my species used to be normal cube slimes. So we do find some. We can more or less absorb any materials from from Earth.
I mean, sometimes
For
you just
example,
need to chew on a good rock.
Just has some sulfur, iron,
Yeah. It would be
some granite.
it would be a slow release though. Like you would be able to break that down into its mineral components, but it would take a while. But anyway.
Anyhow.
Any
It is
user.
food-
Any what?
Any
food
user.
is-
Oh, I thought you said wizard.
Okay. So, some of you cook and eat flesh, some of you drink the raw flesh.
What does it taste like? Like the cooked one? Like crab?
The cooked
Or like
one
chicken.
tastes...
Alligator.
No.
Alligator's very good.
Alligator is very good, but alligator, to my palate, tastes like... well, lizard. It tastes... Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
it
like
does taste
it's a
like
cross-
chicken, but
It's like chicken and fish rolled together.
something. It's
in misery? This tastes like you.
But anyway.
Interesting.
I imagine that any sort of land crustacean would taste somewhat seafood-like, except taste less of sea and more of
Right.
earth. It would have earthier tones to it.
More iron in it system or whatever.
Well, in this case, it's the desert, so it's probably going to have
Salty.
more of a granity sort of.
More of a silica-based taste.
Yes.
Well, there's no silica in the desert.
Sand
One of the
is-
primary components of sand is silicon, I'm pretty sure.
But we couldn't make glass out of desert sand.
Because it's got the wrong structure. It doesn't.
Oh, right.
It doesn't
Do we-
bond. It doesn't bond.
I thought it was a
together.
different kind of sand.
No, it's still sand. It's just got the wrong structure.
Anyways.
Yeah.
There's sand in my food, god dang you.
Why does that sound so delicious? Anyway, so yes, if any of you are hurt, you could use this opportunity to also short rest.
Quick question: how long have we been, I guess, doing all this nonsense?
Well, by
No.
the time you've finished cooking, eating, resting, discussing the flavors, it's probably going to be a couple of hours.
It would have been at full health regardless then. Nice.
Sorry, I talked over you.
What did the noodle say?
Sorry, I was just humming.
Oh.
The noodle. The bleh.
What do you got, folks?
The clank is the clank is keeping a lookout.
Okay.
No. Clank is probably collecting the legs to use as potion thingies later.
You're not taking the pincer or the freaking.
The big claw.
You're collecting the bits of carapace that wouldn't make good armor, but might be useful for other things.
Or weapons.
I'm using it for armor. A little keratin.
My
I don't
survival.
I'm sorry?
I'm not sure if my survival's good.
It's +1. But remember, you
Grim
also...
has better survival, doesn't she?
You also
Actually,
have
quick question.
Flash of Genius, right?
I can use Flash of Genius.
You want some bardic inspiration too?
Yes.
Patrick's gonna just be playing the mayonnaise to help you guys rest.
Song of
Fall
Rest.
asleep to the soothing sounds of mayonnaise, everyone.
Flash of Genius adds 3, doesn't it?
As your intelligence modifier, yes.
Plus
So that make it plus 4 altogether.
which is a D8? Question mark.
How high is your bardic inspiration at the moment, Patrick?
Hang on. My character sheet's lagging.
Oh no.
You're lagging.
It's a D8 from the looks of things.
Woo!
And do I have guidance? Because I might try and
I don't think you need that too. Really.
I do not have guidance. I should have
That's right.
guidance.
To get to that one.
I do not have guidance. I need to get guidance.
By the way, is my familiar with me? I assumed it was still here. Yes.
Out of curiosity, what is the average AC among the party?
Average.
Alright. Well,
24.
let
I
me...
got
You okay? So the 24, you definitely know which paths would be good for making containers. Okay, so Patrick has a 14, Miz has a 15, Eric has a 12, Grim has a 15, and Clank has a 14. So, if you really want
Wow,
to...
we really are just a bunch of squishy people.
I'm
Yes,
squishy.
I'm so squishy.
Oh, so squishy.
And I'm kind of stuck there because I can't wear armor, or at least standard armor.
Custom made armor.
Yeah, you make your own armor out of the stone.
Grim, you're good at survivally stuff. Could I help you make some dismember the rest of the scorpion so we can make armor for everybody?
That sounds like a wonderful idea. I will help you.
Yay!
As long as it's light enough for me to carry on my back.
Enter montage.
So the literal average is 14.
Yoo.
Gonna be a montage. Montage. Gonna be a montage.
Something I can sew.
So
17.
I imagine that this would be a group project.
Yes. Patrick, supply the music.
Patrick supplies the music.
Please,
You
please,
hear
no.
various plungers.
Ew. They're mine.
Ew.
That's mayonnaise.
You're that sound of mac and cheese when you're mixing it in the pan.
Why don't we just feed the mayonnaise to Grim?
No, mayonnaise is my instrument.
It's probably going
Legendary
bad
musical
anyways.
instrument.
It's probably going bad anyways.
It'll probably go good with the meal.
Maybe.
I do not want to take away his mayonnaise, since he is making very lovely music.
I mean, tasting music is, on an every person basis.
An individual subjective.
Exactly.
He is singing in the language of my people.
Yes.
Sounds slimy.
Indeed. So, after you have finished eating and constructing some simple carapace armor, what do you do?
Who's getting the armor? Or armors?
Me.
I would like light armor.
Yeah, it is.
I doubt I'm wearing it.
I mean, I'm a druid and a monk, so I gotta have something light.
Yeah, it's light armor. It's gonna give you. Actually, let's have a look at what the.
DM searching noises.
Page flip, page flip, page flip.
Oh.
Sad DM noise? Question mark.
Well, the scorpion armor is a little. Okay, let's say that it gives you an AC. It's counts as light armor, and it gives you an AC of 13 plus your dexterity.
13 plus.
13 plus dex.
Okay.
So entirely useless to me. Got it. Wait, no, that would technically be an AC increase of 1.
Yay!
I would decrease 1.
So plus dex?
Yeah.
So would I have 15?
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, I don't need it because
That's
I got
not great. That's like 3 more AC to me.
Well, I got 16 naturally, and if I use dex, then it's only a +2, so I'd be a -1. I'd be at a 15. So
Then use your own.
Add a towel to my add a hood to mine because I don't want the sun on my head.
I have scale mail on an armor class of 14 with no plus to dex, so
You'd be better off with your scale mail. Mm-hmm.
yep.
well, this was a waste of time.
No, I got something out of it.
Well, this was a waste of time.
Damn! Christ!
I'm sorry.
Maybe you can make gauntlets, and then Ratchet can enchant them.
Or you can use the poison glands on your swords or whatever you got.
I don't have any fucking daggers anymore.
Oh right. I thought
I got a
made-
bow.
making some for you.
I got a
made
bow.
Well, the scorpion does happen to have a stinging weapon.
Oh yeah. Stinger.
Do you want to?
True. And I could just keep the venom sac inside it, and whenever I fucking poke somebody, you know.
Or turn the venom into like something you coat arrows with.
You can
True,
do that.
true.
I have,
But I'd rather stab somebody.
I
Okay.
have an idea.
Go on.
The goop from the scorpions, if I let it rot a bit, it could technically double as a poison, right?
It's already got venom sacs. Why do you need to also give your enemy food poisoning?
It's for later on when the poison runs out.
So in the meantime, you're just going to be carrying around festering meat.
Yeah, sure. I'm already carrying around a bunch of other random shit.
Like mayonnaise, festering mayonnaise.
I have a
Yeah, that reminds me, that mayonnaise must be smelling awful.
Thanks.
I
Put the
have
lid
a
on,
bag-
please.
I have a bag of holding.
Yeah, how do I make the bot pull up the description of a spell or feature?
Sock of-
Exclamation spell space name of spell.
Well, it's not a spell. Song of Rest.
Okay, it's a class
That-
feature. So for that one, the command is exclamation class feat spelt thusly. So you type that followed by the name of the class feature that you want to look up. And it should There we go. So any friendly creatures that hear your performance while they're taking a short rest can gain an extra 1d6 hit points.
So I guess everyone who took damage gets an extra 1d6 health recovery. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to roll hit die. So
Yeah.
I will roll
Hit die plus your con modifier for each one, plus the additional 1d6.
I mean, my natural regeneration makes short rest.
Yeah, I know what I'm referring to.
Yeah, I know. It's just nice that I don't have to worry about it as much.
Yes.
I think it's just I think it's funny how I can cast detect magic without expending spell slots just whenever. I think it's just funny. What if I just did that all the time?
Okay, so Clank. You rolled all 4 of your. Okay, it's +3 for each dice, so that would you would actually have got an additional 9 on top of that, so that would be 34 hit points
What?
that you regained.
That's a lot.
And yeah, well, she did burn all okay, yeah, you should actually have 6 hit die, but it says 4 in your character sheet.
I'm only using 4 fun. Oh, I do have more hit die, but I don't know if we're going to need to take a long rest. I mean, a short rest later, so I'm saving some.
Yeah.
Did we even buy potions while we were in the town?
Nope. With what? We only have 20 cents.
We had a bunch of the random dice.
Yeah, you do. You've got the gemstones.
We have 5 pairs of them, and they don't even equate that much.
Yeah, I had the dice.
I mean, you want to trust the doctor that was...
Right.
They might not even have healing potions.
Mm. Where are we even going?
Actually, wait. Does my character even know what a potion is?
Probably not.
Maybe.
You don't even know what mayonnaise is, so, you know.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
It's a legendary musical instrument. We've been over this.
Oh my god.
Anyway. So, do you guys remember where you were going, what were you doing, why you were trudging through the
No. I don't know where we're going.
We wound up in the desert after leaving the dragon state.
Yeah, we're supposed to go check out this lead for the corruption.
Okay.
I think it was more or less just go to the town you were before and just check out to make sure there's no more different rounds. And I guess for us, oh sorry, what was that?
I was just agreeing. Yeah, we were going to the town and got ambushed by scorpions.
Yeah, and logically we might want to go back to the crash sites to make sure that everything else is dead, since it's patient 0 over there. But that's just my opinion.
Aren't patient 0 alive?
Yes, but he could have made 1, 2, 3, 10 patients.
Infected.
Yes.
Everything can't turn to the world.
I'm sorry?
It's starting to sound like we kind of just need to screw off to a different planet, because this one sounds like it's getting fucked.
Exterminatus.
Well, how do you propose that?
You guys have shit?
I twitch.
It has exploded. It seems that the dragon and his entourage might have spaceships that we can use. We can either get on their good side, or we can steal their ship, which I probably should not recommend since they are very scary.
I would recommend to steal it in the first place, but we also don't want to ask this dragon for too much. I'm telling you.
Mm.
Is there a way? Shall we?
Make
Yes, we
own
can-
ship?
Drugs.
Drugs?
Fucking
I like
bundles? Really?
No, shrug. With an S.
Oh. Got my hopes up.
We only have so much of the white powder and also shrooms for anxiety.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what they're
We're gonna make the entire party trip balls again.
yeah, that's what they're for, anxiety.
I will give you drugs
Yeah.
once we find one of these weird ooze thingies and beat it up.
Okay. So you're saying you're incentivizing the discovery of. Okay, that's not going to go wrong, is it?
What is that? What the?
Not, but that future Clank's problem.
What did I miss?
You're gonna become their drug dealer, aren't you?
No,
I
totally
mean,
not.
you
Yes.
gotta do to survive.
You want drugs? We have to beat up these things. Because if we don't, no more drugs.
Well, let's get to
What are we beating up?
getting drugs. Getting drugs.
Missouri?
We're getting drugs.
In Missouri? Don't we have like a bag of weed or something?
If I recall, it's
What
my
if you-
character
Yeah,
that had it.
okay.
He's not revealing the location of where it is until we beat
Whatever
up
you
one.
do, you know, I'm not that picky.
You want drugs? We beat up Gibbering Mouther. Let's go.
Fine. I'm
Okay.
doing this in pro.
Doing this in protest.
I'm doing this because of drugs.
Okay.
Where's the gibbering mouthers?
Well,
Where are we
the
from?
first place you're going to go is the town, the frontier town, and see if
Oh, okay.
anyone.
Don't you have some weapons to pick up from there?
I actually do.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a refrigerator empire to start there too, don't we?
See, fly.
What? What empire?
Our refrigerator empire.
Oh, refrigerator.
Ice boxes for all.
Indeed. Okay. Long story short, you head back to the frontier town, and there's a lot of hugs just filling up the streets, all pushing and shoving at one another, trying to get a closer look at something.
Ooh,
Look
fight.
over them because we're taller than them.
You can see over because you're taller. Yeah.
Fight, guys. Come on.
Except
I'm
Clink.
small.
Yeah, Clink is the same height.
I am small, so I clamber up on the shoulders of... Who should I clamber up on the shoulders
You
of?
have a mechanical friend.
Yes, I was
He's been there the whole time.
of Ratchet.
Okay.
And she just used his rides.
Anyway, so looking over the crowd, you see that the doctor's office seems to have had a bit of a mishap.
Oh, fuck.
There are
More than usual?
There are several large ice crystals that have burst through the structure of the building.
That was not me.
It looks like the timbers were looking through the crystals. There are definitely signs that the building had been on fire before the ice.
I didn't
Broke out.
do this one.
Wait a sec. So it basically got flash froze.
Make an insight check to see if you can figure that out.
Okay, insight
Anybody?
modifier is
Anyone?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, I have +1.
Okay.
Insight. So
Great. I don't know a thing.
27, not 20.
Missouri with your nat 20.
27.
I got a 1.
Yeah. Okay, so Merrick and Grim have no idea what could have caused this to happen and what order it happened in. But Missouri, looking at it, you know damn well that they had been fucking around with your knives, and
I fucking knew it.
first they set everything on fire, and then they tried to use the ice powers to snuff the fire out and ended up
You see me in the background just kind of like scooch away, like trying to be nonchalant, just scooch away.
I swear, if we walk in there and the guy has frozen himself in a block of carbonite or ice,
It's ice.
Yeah. It's ice, trust me.
Without blowtorch.
Um,
No. Let him think about what he did.
do you think he's
Well, we don't even
capable?
know yet. We didn't go in.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to look at him. I'm going and be like, if he's
So
frozen,
how-
I'm going to be like,
Are you
no,
gonna
let him.
Are you going to just crowd surf over the hugs, or you gonna push your way through, or try to convince
gonna
them
grab-
to let you go?
I'm just going to crawl up on the side of the nearest building and then just go along the wall.
Yeah. Problem with that, most of the buildings are made of wood. You eat right through the wood, and
I'm
either
going to have an
fall off.
armful of and scooch him to the side.
Sorry, what?
Well, shit. It's made of wood. Crap.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the hugs wouldn't take too kindly to me just walking on top of them.
Now, are they considered animals?
The sentient alien creatures?
Yes.
No.
Are they small enough for me to just step over all? Just kidding.
Because I have speak with animals. I mean, I could get the fuck out of my way.
All right, guys, let's get out. I need to check. Through all their heads. Just move aside.
Roll persuasion. DC
Persuade.
is high due to the language barrier. Nice. So
Hell, you.
you managed to communicate with your tone that you need to get through, and the hugs begin to part, looking back at you like. I mean, they're aliens. You can't really tell what their facial expressions are
Thinking.
saying,
But they are moving.
but they're moving, and if they were humanoids making those gestures, you'd think that they were thinking something along the lines of "What's this bitch's problem?" But they're aliens. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They might not be doing that at all.
So just okay, guys, come on, let's go. Just like see what's in there. Walk up to
Hold
the
on.
building.
Grim starts hitting the ice.
You start.
No.
walking into the-
Don't let him out. Let him think about what he did.
But I want ice.
You want
You're looking
ice?
the ice.
Ice.
Oh, the ice would actually help rehydrate her. To be fair.
Rehydration.
Does Patrick also help melt the ice?
Is it like
First, we're going to poke around the lab and see what the hell is going on in here.
How do you poke around the lab?
Touching random things.
Okay. What I'm saying is that the entire building is shot through with ice. In order
Oh,
to...
so there's no clear entrance.
No. No clear entrance.
I'll start dissolving my own entrance then.
Okay. So you're just going to make a star-shaped fucking tunnel into the ice.
Yeah, basically.
Prestidigitation, a doorway. Couple times over.
I think between Patrick and Grim, you're eventually going to get in there.
I'm gonna get it. Okay.
But yeah, the ice is mostly translucent, although cloudy in places. But you know,
It's because it's not their water. It's my water.
Wait, what?
It's his water, apparently.
From my
From your what?
because I can make actual ice, and they don't know what ice or
right.
water because it's fucking brown.
That's what you meant.
Yeah, I thought he was saying that it was his pee. Anyway,
Yeah. I was like very confused.
Now that you give me the idea,
so
Well, is it yellow?
is the ice?
I don't know what you're looking for pea color.
Can we see what's inside through the ice so far?
Yeah.
Speed it up.
So there was definitely something of an explosion of ice that took place. You can see the hapless Hug Doctor still holding both daggers, impaled by one of the ice shards, and then
Oh my gosh.
set into the rest of it.
I'll just take these.
Well, let's see. Lower temperatures means blood isn't circulating, and if everything just flash froze, there's a chance you might still be able to be resuscitated.
Do we want him?
Um,
I mean, he's pretty much different.
Does anybody else looking at this want to make a medicine check?
Medicine check?
Yeah.
Sure.
Missouri would
Nope.
probably be the best at it.
I'll let him freeze.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I got 7.
okay. So Mirik and Grim are satisfied that Patrick knows.
I got a 19.
Okay, so Patrick originally stated that he's probably we can probably revive him if we do this right, and Mirik and Grim are convinced. In the meantime, Patrick's been doing a bit more thinking, realized that particular shard of ice goes right through the fucker, and thinks, maybe not. But whether or not he tells the other party members is up to him. What do you think, Patrick?
My second thought? I think we'll just let him chill.
Ah, but
Okay.
where is it? Perfect.
Yeah.
Are you sure? He seems to be very cold. We should probably get him out in the heat.
Or we could let him stay in there.
No, he's had enough of a chilly reception. He's fine.
Alright.
Maybe we're just gonna let him die.
I hate to break it to you, but do you see where the ice is poking through?
Walks around this half circle. Oh, okay.
Once again,
Oh.
Any potions of healing in here?
you can have a look around.
He's dead, Jim.
Probably shattered.
He's dead.
I have healing word, but I don't want to use it.
It's a bit late for that. You realise that on closer inspection, that shard of ice that's sticking out of him seems to have originated from inside him.
Ooh. Is it bloody?
It exploded outwards.
Wait, what color is the ice shard that originated from inside him?
It's sort of yellowish brown.
Ooh.
So he was corrupted.
No.
We have no clue what color hug blood is, so...
Yeah, you've never cut into
No, Missouri would if they paid attention to the the guy they fought.
What color
That's
was,
true.
Do you remember what color the ichor was?
No.
Guys, remember what color the blood was after they yeeted it off a cliff?
Can I?
That's
What
true.
did you bring Malver? Does that even count?
Fair
I
enough.
collected some ichor, so could I?
Is it okay? You collected some of the gribbly goo.
Yes, remember?
What do I remember?
Take them in handy later, and it looks like it just has.
The gribbly goo
I-
that you have is more of a like raw, sticky muscle color. You know, like.
Well, I rolled a 14 for history, so what do I remember?
His flesh was molten. Yeah, he was a hug. He was not infected.
It's a really
He
dumb
was a
hug.
dumbass, which is why he got himself fucking
Exploded and freeze.
exploded whilst experimenting with your daggers.
Well, serves him right.
Okay, look around to see if they have potions in this room.
There are various vials of colourful liquids.
Would it be investigation or something?
Sure.
Pretty sure.
I mean, if they say something on them, I can read it. So.
Do you have any skill with a potion?
I'm going to the toilet quickly, so
Okay,
won't be able
thank you for letting us know.
Thank you.
Do you have any skill with an alchemist kit or a herbalism kit or anything like that?
Again, I have identify.
Alright, that works.
Yeah, you could
I have
identify.
magic.
Quick question, how much have I melted through the ice?
How much is what?
How much more ice do I have to melt? I'm getting cold.
We'll assume that you'll have, at this point, cleared enough of the ice to access the potions.
Right. How many potions are there?
There's a rack full of them, and they're various different colours.
Are they labeled?
Yes.
What does
but
it
in
say?
They're in the hug language.
Points at eyes of Runekeeper.
Okay. The strange hug glyphs reform into recognizable words, and you see that they claim to be various tonics for healing everything from headaches to male pattern baldness to infertility to broken legs.
Please say ED.
So this game is
What?
I
Go
swear.
on.
You keep cutting out. You keep cutting out.
Oh, for crying out loud. Sorry.
Hello, Patrick.
So this guy was a snake oil salesman, and I swear, if I use identify and find they're all snake oil, I'm gonna slap someone.
All right. So, are
I'm
you
back.
using identify? Hello.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to use identify.
So, the first potion that you are you doing it as a ritual so that it takes like 11 minutes but doesn't use a spell slot, or are you going to just burn a spell slot for each one?
I would just take them and just do it while we're doing stuff.
Okay. Anyway,
We can just throw it on the ground if we don't need them.
the first potion that claims to be a cure for dwarfism
Bro.
contains water, alcohol, a little bit of local local animal venom, and various botanicals.
So does snake oil.
You know what? I'm only going to identify 2 of them and save the rest to identify later.
Okay. After another 10 to 11 minutes, you figure out that the next potion is mostly water, caffeine, alcohol, various botanicals.
What was it for?
This one claims to be a cure for restless leg syndrome.
Oh, yeah, like that would help.
I mean, in theory, if it was like a cure for headaches, then yeah, that could have worked. Get rid of the alcohol and just put more caffeine in it.
That caffeine. It's a Four Loko.
Hey, don't knock for locos, alright? I still drink those.
The caffeine version of Four Locos.
The old version before they got banned and then fucking reformulated. And
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm going to slowly approach Misery's daggers now. Unless someone already has beat me to that.
No, I'm gonna be right there. Like I said, I'll be like, I'm gonna take these.
Misery has just freaking willed himself through the ice enough to be able to retrieve his daggers. Somehow he was able to grab them even though they were still set into the ice.
He melts the ice as he grabs them.
He's just too damn hot.
That is a matter of opinion.
Can Clank be riding on Missouri's back, just using the blowtorch as he makes his way through?
Why?
That's how we weave through the ice.
You don't have to provide a solution to other people's stupidity. It's not your job.
I want to use a blowtorch.
Okay.
Detect magic!
Detect magic? The daggers.
Daggers, that's it.
Yeah.
There's trace around of magic, just amounts of magic, residue, I suppose, would be the word, around the ice and scorch marks of the lab.
Cool, nothing important here.
Mhm.
You know what? Would potions of healing be considered magic?
They would. If there were any
I would.
actu-
I
if
could
there
have
were
just
any,
detected magic from the start.
if there were any actual magical potions in there, detect magic would have found.
I should have done that first. I'm so dumb sometimes.
Well, I had yeah, whatever.
Patrick, just drop them all. They're not worth anything.
And I could use it as a tool, so detect magic.
I could do it anytime. As much as
I can too, but I don't want to use a spell slot.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Anything better
like
than you.
5 times in a row.
So.
Challenge accepted.
No.
Is there anything that appears to be made out of silver in the room?
There's some surgical implements that look somewhat shiny.
I'm going to grab those and probably eat them later.
Jesus.
Okay.
Why would you-
I mean, the guy obviously isn't going to be using them anytime
I'm
soon.
gonna leave the room now.
So, when you come back out of the doctor's office, the
So how was your checkup?
the crowd of hugs is still standing there expectantly, waiting for you to tell them what the fuck is going on. Or at
I'm gonna
least
tell
that's what they seem to be.
say, oh, the doctor's dead. Sorry.
Wow. Way to be sensitive.
How?
Yeah, he kind of exploded in ice. With magic.
As I just, put my head down, not mine.
There was no ice until you came.
Sweats.
Just big old sweat beads just dripping. Not my magic.
I don't know how to make magic. I don't know how to make ice through magic, personally.
Yep, way to rat me out.
Me stuttering on my words. I don't know magic, I don't know.
Way to rat me out, dude.
I say as I had magic earlier.
How did the ice get there?
These. I hold up the arm that Missouri's holding one of the daggers, and one of these daggers.
Those daggers.
We'll take them away. We'll take them away from you now.
Are they safe now?
What'd you say?
Are they safe now?
It's the. Which
I mean, they're only as deadly as the person wielding them.
one? You don't know what they're saying.
Sometimes it's better to not say anything, guys.
Says the guy.
Well, if you see the gift, this is what I'm doing.
Steve, does that mean you're dropping the daggers?
No, they're still on me, but tucked away. I'm just saying,
You're like, I didn't do this.
no, this wasn't me. This wasn't me.
You feel,
Look, it was.
You feel the
it
comfort
was-
and warmth of one of them and the slight chill of the other as they are secreted on your person.
I'm gonna tell them. Look, it was. Your surgeon mishandled the magic in these and ended up in this situation. I'm sorry.
Snitch.
Not snitch. I'm not saying it was you or anything. Jeez.
How do we know that the same thing won't happen again?
We'll take the
Because I'm
daggers
taking
away.
my daggers back.
But what if it happens to you? Or you use
It
that
wa-
power on one of us?
Looks at Missouri slowly.
I've had these for years. I know how to control my magic.
He knows. He's trained with them for years. He knows how to use these, and he loves hugs. He would never hurt you.
One of the
Anthony, how many of the hugs are holding pitchforks and torches?
very few. However, several of them are lifting shotguns and revolvers in
Where
Missouri's
the
direction.
fuck did they get those?
They're a frontier community.
So they didn't have magical daggers, but they got fucking
I'm gonna
shot.
telepathically communicate to everyone in my party only. Run!
They never had magic daggers, but yet they have shotties and assault rifles.
No, not assault rifles. Revolvers.
Revolvers, sorry, Mr. Fucking
You
specific.
can still assault someone with a revolver.
Yes.
Yeah, you could cut him with the fucking butt of the gun. God dang it, Bobby.
Are you okay? Is there anything else in the shop that's
I'm just going to slowly make my way over to the side and then start making a distraction by playing music.
by squidging mayonnaise.
Sure.
Okay. Well, as you are making your retreat, you find out that the hugs are terrible shots.
Thank God.
It's very as shots and bullets whiz past you and none of them hit.
Thank goodness. They didn't even have to roll for it. They're that bad.
Yeah.
Some of them are just blasting it into the air for some reason.
They're like stormtroopers. Anyway.
You can't hit shit.
Stormtroopers are supposed to be elite trained soldiers of the Imperial Army. However, protagonists have plot armor, so they can never hit.
Well, it's also actually, the original point with that scene in the first, in A New Hope, well, as it was renamed A New Hope, was that, yes, they're elite guards. They should have gunned them down, but they let them escape so they could track the ship back to the rebel base.
But in every other movie, have you ever seen a fucking stormtrooper hit anything?
No, because after the first movie, it became sort of canonical that they couldn't hit shit. Which is ridiculous, because it's established in the first movie that stormtroopers are precise shots.
We'll go with that.
Remember the Sandcrawler. But anyway.
Anyways.
Stupid movies.
It becomes a Star Wars podcast.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why why it's called Games and Geekery. It actually did start out as a well, it's been a blog, it's been a podcast. It's had various flavors and iterations in its time as Games and Geekery.
Has it been an animated TV show yet?
No, I don't have the skill or the budget for that. But if any of you are animators, I'd be up for it. Shit, where were we? Oh yes, you are running away from hugs who are shooting at you. What do you do?
Run.
You're just gonna.
Which way are we going?
Where are you running to?
I don't know, because we don't know this planet. I'm pretty sure we all try to get off in different directions or something.
You just. Okay. Well, they split the party.
No.
Would
Yes,
you
do we
be
roll?
Would you be
We
trying
go
to?
to?
Would you be trying to find places to hide?
I turn around, everyone's gone. I'm like, where are they?
I'm still somewhere off to the side playing mayonnaise.
Now, the nice thing about shotguns and revolvers is they do need to reload. The revolvers generally need to be reloaded every 6
Start
shots.
scattering. I'm just going to pick up Clank and just be like, come on. Just run with her in my arms like...
I have a mount, which is now following them.
You're holding.
running. Yeah, your metal drake is running alongside you as you're being carried by Missouri.
Clank has so many bodyguards.
Wait, we're getting split up from the other.
And I'm just getting left behind with my twirling movement.
I mean, you're.
Ratchet, go get Patrick.
Ratchet runs over to Patrick. Does Patrick wrap their tendrils around the metallic drake, or do you climb up onto its side?
Whichever I think will probably not damage it the most.
Tendrils. Because
then probably tendrils.
Yeah. So yeah, you basically tie yourself to the side of this robo drake with meaning your essentially your hundreds of little legs and your beak are facing outwards and exposed to the air.
I'm pretty sure that would just terrify the bugs.
Like a dog head out the window, like.
Okay, Missouri.
Yeah.
Where did the others go?
I don't know. All of a sudden, I saw guns and. Yep, bye.
Are they still following us? I look behind us.
No, because also one of the downsides of their weapons is that they kind of have to stand still to reload, which means that, yeah, you're outpacing them.
Well, I got a 20 for perception, so.
Mm-hmm. So.
What you looking for?
Looking for the rest of the party.
I mean, I would try and look, but I can't exactly do that with my tendrils tied.
No.
Yes. Ratchet is bringing you to us, so
Yeah,
that's 3 party members accounted for.
Where's Grim?
Which direction did Grim run? Would you have gone towards?
Grim actually found the party, but they're just in stealth mode with like a 29.
You are being stealth puddle. Okay.
I just imagine someone slips on the puddle from the mob.
I'm alone with the bird.
Falls into it.
We just step on over here. Ow! Look under us. Oh shit!
No, I actually imagine if Grim wanted to, it would be a hell of a lot creepier. Like, she could disguise herself as a puddle. Someone could step in her, and they just get pulled into the surface of the puddle, never to be seen again.
And considering it's a bunch of country hugs, they'll just think it's a wonderful puddle that makes things disappear.
I was thinking
and then
more.
they'll shoot it because they're country hugs.
That is a good idea for us to make money.
Magic.
Use Graham as the trash pit. You got junk, we got acid.
They're not that acidic.
Between the two of you, you could probably digest most things.
Yeah, so we have
That annoying neighbor you want to make disappear? We got ya.
Here's a magical puddle that will disappear anything you throw into it. It's like we just dig like a hole and Patrick is just at the bottom and Grim is just like kind of like on top of the hole that's just like stuck to like...
You're just spanning across the surface.
Yeah, or at least like they're like...
Anyway.
They're being used as like a liquid cork on top of the little thingy.
Yeah. Merrick, where did you go? What did you do?
I'm separated.
You ran off in a different
I
direction.
turned around, everyone's gone. I thought we were going the same way.
You just dug down.
Just
an
follow
alley.
the sound of the mayonnaise.
Oh. You wouldn't still be playing the mayonnaise while attached to the robo drake.
What?
I have 7 tendrils, don't I?
Yeah, that's true. So you just okay. Fine. You're still using a pair of tendrils to play the mayonnaise. Squirting acid
my
at
God.
anybody who comes too close. Yeah. Does anybody want to go? Now that the people of the town think that they've chased you out of town, does anybody want to double back and go looking for Mirik?
Yes.
I can send my bird out
This is also true.
to see where everyone went.
I'm assuming you ran to the edge of town or something like that, right?
Yeah, somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there. So yes, the bird finds the people. The bird comes back, leads you to the people. The party's back together. Fuck
Woo!
it.
I thought we were going the same direction, guys. I'm like panting because it's hot out and I'm tired.
Mhm. And the townspeople don't like you.
Oh wait, I thought I was back to the party.
Yes, but you can't.
Oh.
The party can't go back into the town, even though they're
Oh,
tired
okay.
and hungry and tired.
I misunderstood. Sorry.
So what are you going to do? You managed to piss off the townsfolk in the only reasonably civilized place within miles.
Hmm.
What do?
Hmm.
Are you gonna
Probably spend the next hour trying to untie myself.
You don't need to do that. If you really are badly tangled, you can just discard those tendrils and grow new ones.
Fair point.
We don't know what would make them trust us better. Thing.
Brainstorm, what do you think would make the people of the town trust you more?
Stage an accident and then save them from it.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. As long as they don't find out that the accident was staged.
It's a bunch of country hugs. I don't think they could.
You could always pull the injured little creature stunt.
Looks at Missouri.
Don't look at me.
Can't you wild shape?
I guess. God. Shit, I don't know. I don't even know what I have for my wild shape.
I don't even know if that would work though. Do they even care?
They kind of told us to go on Git.
Come on, okay.
Oh,
But in their
I
language.
have an idea. Disguises, for example, perhaps me and Missouri could paint our scales a different colour and trick them into thinking we're just lost travellers.
They just
Or-
have to look like different coloured versions of the other non-hogs.
Or I could turn into a giant badger and fucking pop up underground and be like, "Hi guys," and then bye.
Wait a minute. Turn into a tiger, scare them, and we'll pretend to slay you.
True.
Wait a sec. Is this the same town that you guys got arrested in while he was
No, that
wild
was
shaping
the
the one?
Nope.
Oh,
Mm-mm. This is the frontier town that they were brought to because they had made themselves unwelcome in the other city.
Oh yeah.
tiger.
Why
Call
does it
back.
look like me?
You're just burning bridges all over the fucking place.
Why is everybody looking
Why does everybody what?
at me? No, I'm in character. I'm gonna be like, why is everybody looking at me?
I do have disguised self. Perhaps if I learned their language and just used the spell, I could always just get us materials if we need it.
Maybe I wonder if I could trick them by acting like a god. Telepathically tell them I'm God.
Tell them you use your. If they make you angry, you'll use your magic.
The whole tiger thing,
Yeah.
Pretend to say,
The tiger thing didn't work before. Why do you think it would work this time?
No, Tree said that I could turn into a tiger and then pretend to attack and everything, and then they pretend to slay me. Get on their good side.
You would get a face full of buckshot.
True.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to work.
Go with the god plan.
You want to be their god. You want them to worship you.
I can turn into a little tiny lizard.
Mm-hmm. How's that gonna help?
How would that help?
Maybe we should just start looking for some sign of the gibbering Malvers and go after it.
Yes, that is what we're supposed to be doing. So, yes.
Were we supposed to start in the town or just anywhere?
Yes. You were supposed to start in the town. You were supposed to screen people.
We were.
Alright.
Okay.
You were supposed to test the people to make sure none of them were compromised.
Okay, change plans. I will go into the city and stealthily go into each of one's house and then do whatever needs to be done in silence.
You're going to sneak into people's houses and stab them in their sleep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
No, I will use a needle to stab them in their sleep and then get their blood.
Where are you gonna get a needle from?
Looks like Clank.
One of the surgical tools.
Yes, I shall go over there.
Pulls out one of several injections she probably has.
Wait,
Needles.
injections or just
Needles.
syringes?
Needles.
Wait, you have enough for the whole town?
I'm gonna give them AIDS.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. You're gonna spread some disease among them all.
Okay.
Okay. So they've got a handful of sharps that you could use to prick some of the people, and
We could just set up a fake booth
in theory,
and then just start polling everyone about who wants to go on an adventure.
Your blood as a blood god. I'm a genius. What do you guys think?
Okay.
So far, the smartest suggestion has involved having some needles and.
Can I roll insight to see if I can figure one out?
Figure out how to make nice with the people again?
Yes.
Alright. Let's see how high you roll.
Would that be insight, investigation?
It's insight, yes.
Throw on a bardic inspiration because we'll probably need it.
And I'm going to add a flash of genius because I'm definitely going to need it.
Alright.
1 plus.
Anyone got a bless to throw on there?
I don't bless things.
Oh, wow.
28.
Very nice.
Fucking Matt.
Missouri, what was that perception check for? What were you looking for?
I can't remember. It's been so long.
He's
Okay.
just
Oh,
looking
that's
around.
a perception check to see if the host
Oh no, it was for to see if I noticed where any of the party went.
Paddy's back together. Anyway.
That's why I said it's been a while.
Anyway. The 28 is going to be awesome. So it occurs to you that you were there when they investigated the doctor's office and found he had a bunch of dodgy remedies.
Snake.
So clearly this town needs a doctor, and they're not too fussy about whether or not the doctor is legit. So perhaps one of you that happens to be about the same size as a hug
Yeah, it has healing stuff.
and has healing abilities could get the help of the others to disguise themselves as a hug.
Can't they wild shape into a hug?
Jesus Christ!
And set themselves up as the new doctor. And then from there you can come up with some excuse to do blood tests on everybody.
I don't think you could.
Fine.
Or
Jesus.
that could work. I can't talk, but we could
No, they're talking about.
say that this doctor is deaf.
Yeah, they're talking about me transforming into a hug and
I'm sorry?
the things I do for this party.
Oh, y'all gonna try
You gotta send this message. You're gonna get us out of it.
I'll just make a silly costume for them. Duh.
So
I could just transform.
Missouri wants to wild shape into a hug.
That's a thing you can do?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well,
Bugs aren't animals.
We've let him hug transform into
But
other
dude, you said they're animals.
other
Okay.
alien creatures, so yeah, we're just going with it.
I guess they aren't humanoid, so.
They're not humanoids.
But I turned into a man bear pig.
Bear pig.
Anyway,
You turned into global warming.
I think we're giving the DM an aneurysm.
The dumbest ideas.
it's been a day. Anyway,
Alright, I transform into a
and you do
freaking hug.
actually. Missouri does actually have a pretty good medicine stat, so they probably could be a
I do.
believable doctor. So, yeah. And if anybody asks too many questions, you can just paralyze them with a
Shrug.
key field attack.
Right. Just fucking freeze them.
Acid hit.
Oh my god.
I'll freeze them.
That will
Hey.
give them PTSD.
That would blow your.
Okay. Is anybody else gonna take on? Is gonna try and become a hug, or is it just gonna be Missouri?
I
swear to God, if I have to go in there alone.
I will go as well.
Can you wild shape yet?
The two deaf
No, I can.
doctors.
Wait. I don't think I have enough levels in Bard for that. Let me check.
No.
In Druid.
Bard was the one that was able to do that.
Wait, are we all level 6? I thought we were higher.
We're 7.
So where's your level 7 character sheet?
I'm not sure. I could have sworn I leveled up.
Okay, let's
Wait a sec. I have a potion of invisibility.
I mean, I do have invisibility.
Oh yeah,
For-
yeah.
so-
I'm level 2 in Druid. I just didn't change it at the top of my sheet.
okay. So you can wild shape? Because I don't see that on your character sheet either.
I might have forgotten to put that.
You got to be level 3 in order to choose your circle.
Yeah. Gotta be level 3 for that.
Hold on. Listen, choosing your circle is one
Grim.
thing, but druids. Wild shape starts at 2nd level.
Oh.
And so does picking your druid circle. So
I
Whatever.
must have fudged up my level up then.
I see.
No, doesn't look like I added it. I could have sworn I did.
I'm wondering if we somehow ended up with an older version of the character sheet. Because I could have sworn I've helped you make these changes too. Hello.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Whoa,
Potato.
blasphemous.
Could you see if there's one on your end?
I'm
Please.
looking through our DMs now. Because the one I had saved is the one that I brought up. Which is weird. I don't see any. See a bunch of new Updowls. There's Mooney. There's... Okay, that says Clank. 6-1. Yeah, that's the same. Oh no, that's got the mounted combatant feat on it at least.
Have a good game, everyone.
We will.
Hugs
Tomato.
the north. Hugs the north.
Oh yeah, that one does too. Okay. I have no idea. I don't know where it's gone. I could have sworn we did it. But anyway, we'll fix it afterwards. But yeah,
Yeah.
you probably have about 8 more hit points than it says on your character sheet. And you've got
Alright.
wild shape and a couple of others under it. So yeah. Grim has disguise self, so they will be a nurse hug. Yeah, you got to be careful though, because if anybody actually touches you, they'll know that you are bigger than you seem to be.
Okay, I will then turn and I will go into into like squishy ball form, and then shape myself into a hug.
Mm-hmm. And then
We just bury the wild-shaped Missouri in the sand to make a sand mold for Grim to squeeze into.
what?
I'm not gonna freeze myself.
I didn't say freeze.
I'll just be a very chunky hug.
Be a fat hug.
The big buff bodyguard hug. He doesn't say anything.
Bulky hug.
Yes.
All right. So we got 3 hugs. And Patrick
Me
is
and
invisible.
Patrick will just chill.
Patrick can turn invisible.
I'm just sitting here.
Yeah. Okay. So are the hugs going to try and re-infiltrate the town and try and convince the
Yeah.
people that they're the new doctor?
Yeah.
What are the rest of us gonna do? I'm happy to have my little green kobold pretend to be a pet kobold.
I thought
Like that would go over well.
I think it would be better if you disguised yourself as something native.
I do not have any way to disguise myself.
Have
And
wild shape.
oh yes, wild shape. Wild shape.
DM's dying inside.
Go on. You wild shape into
What
what?
wild shapes into hug.
Okay, there we go. thought we'd already come to that. But anyway, yes. So you're so Missouri's going to pretend to be pretending to be the doctor. Merrick, the only way that they're going to be able to communicate with the other hogs at all is if you're there to help them.
What?
You're the only one who can communicate.
Yeah.
So
am I just gonna like sneak around and like?
I don't know how you're going to pull it off, but somehow.
How the hell are we going to do this exactly?
Somehow you've got to not be you, and yet also be present to communicate. But yeah, Missouri's the doctor, Grimm's the nurse.
Why don't I just wait? You had an invisibility potion?
Yeah, I could hand it to you. I guess.
You're already a native creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they would.
They might recognize you, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
Then again, I can act as a distraction.
okay. So yeah.
You don't have any illusion spells or anything?
Unfortunately, no.
Clank, what's your cover story? Are you part of the doctor's entourage, or are you a traveling mechanic? Or what?
Clank would probably cover as like the group's mechanic that fixes their equipment.
Okay. So the engineer that builds and maintains all of the medical equipment.
Yes.
Okay.
Grim is the nerd.
Could I remake Ratchet into something that isn't so dragony?
Yeah. What do you want to turn him into?
Defibrillator.
What native creatures have we seen? Oh, mechanical scorpion.
That's
There was also
This is a disaster.
There was also the crucifix.
There's also the horse
Make it into a mechanical hug.
spider squids.
Yeah, the spider squids.
How big were the spider squids?
They're pretty big, but you can make a small one.
They were about medium sized.
I'll make a spider squid and say that this is used to carry our equipment.
One package of syringes in the equipment.
And to carry us, because...
Who doesn't like to travel in style on the back of a giant spider squid?
I might invest in getting a car, actually. When we
Where
get to the
from?
town. From the town.
You mean a beetle?
Yeah. Yeah, they travel
Yes,
down.
the Volkswagen Beetle. It's a literal insect.
Yes. The Volkswagen Beetle. Exactly.
Are we all ready?
Yeah, so is Operation Hug Infiltration underway?
Yep.
Okay, as you are heading into town, I want everybody who's in disguise to make a performance check.
Sword.
Performance.
Wow.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
My god.
Alright.
I think I'm going to start making a distraction at one edge of the village.
Oh, God.
I like it.
Face palms.
As you head into town, the people immediately feel suspicious of you, think that there's something terribly wrong with you. You're just moving wrong. And they
Uncanny Valley.
Mm-hmm. Pow, pow, pa-chow, pow, pow.
Do y'all want me to talk to them for you now, or?
While you're getting shot at?
Oh, they're shooting at you guys already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Well, plan already failed.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should try again tomorrow.
Okay, does a 20 in performance distract them?
So, what exactly does your distraction look like?
Impromptu concert.
So, you're just playing your mayonnaise very loudly?
Which?
Sure.
Or are you involving your frying pan and other things?
Yes.
Are you throwing rocks?
No, I'm not throwing rocks.
Okay.
I'm trying to distract them, not hurt them.
Okay.
Or get shot at, for that matter.
And what were you actually rolling there that got you the dirty 20? Performance?
Yeah, that was performance.
Okay. Yeah, you certainly do steal the show. And the people who were shooting at the faux hugs are now shooting at Patrick the Roxy.
No. Which one of them looks like the most important hug?
One of them.
This is going wonderfully. Yeah.
One of the shots pings off you.
If you don't like it, you can just say so.
Ironically, at least one of the hugs has a glass star pinned to their clothing.
Would a whole person hold them?
You want to do whole person on them?
Whole person on the sheriff or whatever.
They fail.
Okay.
But it doesn't work.
Does it work?
Doesn't work.
What'd you say?
It did not hold them.
It didn't.
It did not.
Dang it.
So let me get this straight from their perspective. A bunch of fake hugs walk into their town, then they see a star playing music, and then someone phantomly gropes their most important official.
Ew, don't put it like that.
Uh-huh.
Can I do a perception check on the sheriff?
Yes.
My ooze senses are tingling.
Yeah, is it secretly because they're on an adventure, should we say?
Keep rolling. Yeah, you don't detect anything unusual about this particular hug.
Can I perception or whatever?
Of course you can.
Yes, was it 2?
No murder at the moment.
No, like that. I don't know how they got out of that.
This guy, this hug, somehow they're just captivating. You can't stop looking at them. They're hauntingly attractive for a bug.
Sweats. What the hell?
That's what you get for getting a nat 1 on your perception.
That's what I get for getting a nat 1.
Can I roll?
Yes, of course you can. Do you want to fall in love with the sheriff too?
Pardon?
No, keep going. It's nothing.
What kind of roll is it?
Perception check to see if you see anything odd about the guy with the star on his coat.
Oh, I am absolutely great at these rolls. Watch me fail.
Mm-hmm.
I'll die if we both get away.
Ooh,
Oh,
2020!
I stole your 20.
You notice something a little odd about the way that this that their secondary set of arms are bending. These creatures are mostly insectile, and although their movements are made a little less angular by the fur that's growing on them, making a little at least appear a little more fluid. This creature seems to be... Their carapace looks bendy. Their elbow is
Like
curved rather than
rubber
a sharp,
hose.
rather than a sharp right angle. Does that make sense?
Do they seem ooze-like or like some sort of hybrid?
That's what I'm saying. That the way that they're moving seems more like a gelatinous creature trying to imitate the insectile movements of a hug, rather than the natural movements of a hug. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Hank is going to whisper to the party members, that one there is an ooze. The sheriff-looking one. I have an idea. What if we put our hands up and surrender, get into the sheriff's place, and then beat the crap out of him?
Am I still distracting them then?
You're still taking all the fire while the rest of the party is scheming. Yeah.
Okay, and how many of the shots are actually hitting?
You take a few glancing shots to your carapace, but nothing that actually penetrates or hurts.
Okay, I'm just going to keep performing for them then.
Mm-hmm. Well, I say nothing. That occasionally your tendril takes a nick, but you grow those back.
So... Do you like the surrender and attack in the police station plan? That would probably be where he's keeping people he's trying to turn, in the police station.
That would be a question open to Missouri, Merrick, and Grimm.
Huh?
Do you like the idea of surrendering, and when the sheriff arrests you and takes you to the jail, you turn on the sheriff and kill him?
And beat up any other...
Man, we really are just becoming wanted criminals, huh?
Yes.
I mean,
See, it's society that's pushing us this way. It's not our fault.
if he's one of those gelatinous things, then I guess we have to.
Fuck.
Okay. Now, problem with that, possibly, is that if people see you go in there with the sheriff, come out without the sheriff, they might figure out that you killed him.
That's
We could
why
Try
some
to
of
trick
us
him.
disguise.
That's why what?
We could
That's why
Oh.
some of us can disguise ourselves.
some. He sits here.
If you're
We
trying
could-
if you're trying to out him as a gribbly, wouldn't it be better to
Have
reveal his
transform
true
and show it
identity
to
in
them?
public?
My brain hurts.
I was thinking that as well,
But
but I think a way to out his identity would be Moonbeam, and I'm not sure how many people have the Moonbeam spell, if any.
Well, you could shoot him in the head.
I could shoot him.
Yeah.
Yee.
You
If you want me to shoot him, I can do it very quickly and proficiently.
Shoot him. Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. Whips out gun.
Mm-hmm.
Whips out gun? The laser gun?
Yes.
There you have a laser rifle.
God.
Who's a blast?
So anyway, start blasting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so all three of those hit. How much damage did you do?
Don't kill him in one shot now.
Non-lethal?
I cannot. I imagine since this is very
Go on. Very what?
I guess like this would also like trigger a sneak attack.
You didn't have advantage, but
Okay.
46.
Assuming everyone's now kind of forgotten they were there. Don't start shooting at me. But
They're all facing you.
This is true.
Look at all those ones.
That's a lot of ones.
So disappointing.
Still so much damage.
There's still 2 6s in there.
Yeah.
And okay, so you blast a hole in the side of the sheriff's face. The hole grows teeth and screams. And then eyes start breaking out, and other mouths start breaking out on other parts of its body.
Ooh.
The other hugs begin screaming. The nearest one, however, gets engulfed by the emerging horror and consumed.
Oh.
What do you do?
So
put
like,
away the mayonnaise and then get ready to smash things with the combat skillet.
Are we going to roll initiative? Or since we've only got 20 minutes left, do you want to put a pin in it here and wait for next time?
sure.
I want to kill something.
I kind of want to leave it here and try and get my character sheet sorted out because I have a semi-early start tomorrow.
Okay. So we'll put a pin in it. And you will get to kill things next time.
This is like the first time in like 4 sessions I didn't get to fight anything.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Last week you fought a dragon.
No,
Before that, you fought a random hug.
No, I'm saying without fighting anything.
Yeah, this is the
Oh,
first time he
okay.
hasn't fought anything.
Okay, I misheard you.
So anyway,
The streak is over, damn it.
I hope you guys at home have enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed playing, and that you come and join our community, and perhaps even become Patreon members, and all that good stuff. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play,
Have a good game.
have a good game.
Glue.
It's going
Bye.